Hi there. So today I'm going to show you how to make an MDPE connection with one of these. So what we got here is irrigation pipes. These are 25 millimeters, and I'm going to make a connection which runs through to my tap onto the line that runs from my underground tank and my pump. Right, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to make a cut on the pipe. I'm going to start by cutting this main line. I've got some movement on this one that can go forward or backwards, so I'll do that one secondly. So first things, let's start with the connections. So these connections, the way they work is inside, they've got like a little clamp, tapered clamp, that locks and almost cuts into the pipe to make a fitting there. They go in over there. Now the nice thing about these fittings is you don't actually have to take the fitting off and put it over the pipe to make that connection. In a few minutes I'll show you how you can just slide that in and get a nice snug fit. The other thing here is we're going to use these liners, and the purpose of them is they are just going to add some support inside the pipe to sort of stiffen that up to make a good connection on the fittings. So what we'll do is we'll start with cutting the pipe. So I've got pipe cutters, which is quite handy because you can do quite a lot of different settings with this one, and I use it for my small irrigation pipes as well. If you don't have that, a pair of secateurs or something would work, or even a handsaw, but a handsaw tends to leave a little bit of bits there. I'll show you, if I use something like this, you sort of have to do it like that and sort of give it a spin slowly to get a nice clean cut if you were doing something like that. So it does work. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the pipe cutters. Another little tip that you notice that I do is I tend to mark my pipes with a little bit of tape, so that if ever I have to dig up here, I've got quite a lot of pipes running underground here and going to different places in my zones. I know exactly where each of these pipes will go, and I don't have to try and run water in here, which one, or fiddle around with that. So let's get going on this. So first thing is I'm going to make my connection over there. I'm going to grab my cutters and I'm going to slice it through here. Then going to give that a gentle little cut, and that should cut nice and clean through. Beautiful. Okay. Next, I'm going to give these connections half turn like that, so that sort of half the thread is showing, half like that. I can put it in there. I can oh, now this is terrible. I forgot the liners. Before we forget that, put this on, don't forget to put in your liners. I always tend to forget these. So I just simply slide that in, stick it in there, slide that in, put it all the way there. I'm going to put that one there so I don't forget when we get to this one. Right, for the fittings here, just make sure that they're in the right place there. You should be able to sort of slide this over. I'll show you from this side. Slide it over and then push it in, and you feel it locks into place. Angle it to the right place and give that a little hand tight, as far as I can go. There we go. Likewise on this side, just open it up sort of halfway, 3/4. Take your pipe, you don't need to take that off. Put it on here, there it goes into the first part, and then slide it in and you feel it locks into place like that. Give that a tight. Right, then I grab my water pump pliers, open these up quite wide so you've got a nice bit of space to work there. This one as well, open it up quite wide, pop that one on there, pop this one over here, and then I just sort of turn it to get that fitting connected. Now there's lots of different of these type of fittings of manufacturers that make these, and I've noticed some of them feel a bit nicer than others. Next, I want to make my connection here. So I've got a little bit of movement. I've left enough pipe on that side, so if I mess something up, I've got plenty on that side. Measure roughly, I know it's going to come down to there, so roughly here I can always push a little bit more or less out that way. So grab my pipe cutters, slide it on there, give it a little beautiful turn. Now don't get that in the dirt. Normally what I do is I keep the little end bits that come with these just to protect this pipe, because I don't want that to go in the dirt, but I'll just leave it there for now. Right, pop this over, put that into place. See, it slides up to there, and then push that last bit down. Ah, you see there, I did it again. I always forget to put the inserts in. So just make sure it's not get in there. Make sure you put those in. That stiffens up the joint to make a good connection. Slide that in there. And here you can actually see how this works as well. This will cut into the pipe over there as you tighten it up. So tighten that up as far as I can get it, like that. Grab my my pliers. And once that's all tight, all that's left to do is run some water through the system, check if you've got any leaks, and if it's all good to go, I'll end up burying that. Normally just put some gravel or some pea shingle around. Normally pea shingle is more for pottery. For this, just a little bit of sharp sand or something like that to protect the pipe is absolutely fine. I'll stick that in the ground and we're good to go. There we go. It's really simple, easy to do, good solid connection. Have a go. See you next time. Bye. Sort of half like that. I can put it in there. I can feel it sort of locks. A little bit more. In theory, it should lock. Is that the right way? Tape it. Did I put that back in the right way? Yeah, I did. Again, this one I'm going to do it a little bit more than half. Put this pipe into here. Just get it nice so that I can. I've got to make sure that I put it into that first fitting there properly. Struggling a little bit. Never mind. You can do it this way as well if you wanted to. But what happens? You look there. It'll go like that, and then when I slide it in, it'll go into the second part. This particular fitting struggling a bit, and then there you go. You can hear it locks in. And on this side will be exact. Oh, now this is terrible. I've got the liners.